was an interesting polemic building up between the two drivers. Nobody had noticed it because they were not front running, but all of a sudden you've got Ocon and Perez hitting one another. And I'm interested to get your thoughts on teammates and how they should race with one another and the unwritten rules of behaviour or not.
Well, I think it goes back much more than just, it's a philosophical kind of issue right now, I think, with racing drivers in general, because I think they just seem to lack racecraft in a way that, you know, there's the level of respect you have, and not respect just for each other, but just to understand that, you know, the bigger picture of the race. You never see, you know, the top guys running into each other, you know, but it just seems to have, it's way too many of these accidents that makes no sense. There's no way that they should have crashed with each other in Baku, in my opinion. There's plenty of room. I mean, it's just, you know, why do you have to squeeze another 3 or 4 inches? I mean, the race barely started.
Well, and there was Bottas and Kimi in turn 2 as well.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, you would put that in the same category of should not happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think, I mean, there was no way that 2 cars was going to fit in that space. I mean, it's just...
And the 2 guys should have known that, is what you're saying?
I would have thought so, yeah.
What was the toughest teammate you raced against? By tough, I mean hardest, in terms of not giving an inch.
Teammate? Well, I mean, it would have been Ayrton, I suppose, but we never really... We were fairly close, but we never sort of raced hard against each other. But the toughest, and at the same time, the best teammate I ever had was Prost by far. Because, you know, he was just so good, basically, that, you know, it was just...
But what was he, in what you just described as track craft, how would you define Prost in that bracket?
Well, he was just a master of mapping out the whole weekend, the car, the race, you know. I mean, you know, he laid it all out, and he had a game plan from the beginning to the end, you know. And I mean, I learned more from him in 1 year, I think, than I did in my whole career, you know, from any other teammate, including Ayrton, in fact. And I think Ayrton, when he moved to McLaren, equally learned, he just moved up a whole different level from what he was before, because he, you know, could see everything that Alain was doing.